Manchester United lead to agree a signing of £50 million player report. The future of Ruben Neves Wolf is up in the air, and a report indicate that Manchester United are one of the club leading to agree his signing. Manchester United were even interested in luring the Celestial midfielder, was also on the radar of Barcelona and Liverpool last year. Sport. Now, Football Insider have revealed that Manchester United and Liverpool lead the Catalan Giants to hire the service of the 26-year-old midfielder. On 30th June 2024, the Portuguese international will be out of contract and has decided to leave the Premier League side in the coming summer window. At a very young age, Neves is captain of Porto in the UEFA Champions League, but since moving to England, he has not featured in the Europe Elite competition. He was a key member of the national team squad that won the UEFA Nations League back in 2019. Moreover, he featured in every single game under Santos at the FIFA World Cup, eliminated in the last 8. Neves has made 245 impressive debuts in all competitions. He has ample experience in England under his belt and has proved his worth in the Premier League. The Portugal star has been effective as a defensive midfielder, camped deep-lying playmaker, and also a creative center midfielder. He's a dead ball specialist and can score long-range goals. Manchester United must strengthen the quality and the depth of their midfield department, mainly because Fred and McTominay are not good enough, and Eriksen and Casemiro are veterans. In other news, Manchester United are set to receive their final bids by Wednesday evening, but despite reports, the Qatari bid is now viewed as the favorites. Manchester United takeover race is still wide open ahead of a Wednesday deadline, with the remaining bids land on at the table for the Glazer family to assist. At the bid from Qatar, and Citizen has been reported as the sure favorite in the race, the takeover from the Glazer at Old Trafford. This comes amid the first competition for Sir James Ratcliffe, who is looking to take on the Glazers' 69% share of the club with his bid. And with the deadline on Wednesday approaching, there have been reports from Sky Sports suggesting they could well be up to 8 bids in total for the Red Devil to assist. However, speaking on the Talking Transfer podcast, insider Graham Bailey has claimed sources in America have told him the Qataris are not leading the race to take over at Old Trafford yet. He said, "We've seen reports that the Qatari bid under Steve Al-Thani is the favorite, and we thought that isn't his case from sources in America. That's not to say that one got them, but to call them favorite is very premature, is what I'm being told." As Bailey mentioned, it is probably too premature to put at the level on any of the bids being the favorite, with bids from Qatar and Sir James Ratcliffe only really being the two revealed to the public. There are certainly aspects from both bids which could be seen as them holding an advantage over the other to take over from the Glazer. The Qataris will likely have a metal layer at their fold of hunt, available to not only buy the club from the Glazer, but also to invest in the club if they were to be successful. And there has seemingly been a change of heart from Sheikh Jassim, but has seen the Qatari party willing to overpay for the club on the back of their visit to Manchester last week. On the other hand, the issue surrounding Qatar's national debate for the World Cup could well play into the hands of the honest bid. Although there may well be pros and cons for both parties, Wednesday evening could well see another party emerge as series after, so it does feel like a waiting game to see what comes from the deadline.